If you liked today's video, please hit that subscribe button and check out more of our amazing content here at Yesterday's Entertainment Tomorrow.
Yesterday's entertainment tomorrow, bringing all the entertainment to your screen. While you're under self-containment, put on your mask and gloves, go to YouTube and hit play, and let New York, Nick and Ryan take all your cares away.
Welcome to the latest episode of Yesterday's Entertainment Tomorrow. My name is Ryan McClelland, and let's get to some entertainment news. I hope everyone had an amazing Easter. As it was quarantine time, my Easter best was a Tron jacket, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle shirt, and Star Wars jammies. I also got my stimulus check in the mail, but it's already half gone for some reason. I regret nothing. Tiger King released a new episode on Sunday, and oh man, was it pure hot garbage flaming on a stick. It had Joe McHale taking hosting duties, taking part in what came out to be a glorified podcast, talking to each member from the Tiger King documentary, except for Joe Exotic himself, who was jailed, and that bitch Carole Baskin, who's probably digging up her ex-husband's body as we speak. Unfortunately, McHale's ad-libbing jokes came off quite stale as he interviewed.
Wow. Was it awkward with the cat afterwards?
No, not for me, and I would never know from him.
But he didn't look at your right arm and start licking his chops or anything?
Not in front of me, no.
Did you watch the actual footage of the attack?
He's so funny. Dude needs a laugh track.
Wow. Was it awkward with the cat afterwards?
No, not for me, and I would never know from him.
But he didn't look at your right arm and start licking his chops or anything?
Not in front of me, no.
Did you watch the actual footage of the attack?
If you're bored to tears and want to see more about the Tiger King story, you can go there, and I just don't care. I'm kind of bored with this by now. Let's move on to the next story. Nick!
And Joe McHale, man. What a card. What a card. Are we rolling? Oh, shit. It's now being reported with the new release of Resident Evil 3 last week that Resident Evil 4 is now being announced to be remade.
Why? It doesn't need it. Why not remake Code Veronica instead? 4 is a perfectly fine game alone by itself. I'm done.
Oh, okay. The game will look newer for the new PS5 system and the next Xbox system, which I think they decided to just call it Xbox.
Boo.
My cameraman's a critic. The game currently has already been released for PC, PS2, PS3, PS4, GameCube, Wii, Xbox, Xbox One, and the home version. Oh, fuck it. One could expect to have Resident Evil 4 at home in 2022 for their PS5, the PS6 in 2028, and the PS7 in 2033, the PS8 in 2045, and then I guess the PS9 in 2055, and then the PS10 in...
Thanks, Nick. Martha Stewart gets drunk. I could end the story just right there. Maybe I could finish it by, I wish I could get drunk with Martha Stewart. But Martha was out there drunk texting the other day. She was remarking to the best little hen house in Texas's Instagram, remarking on how chicks turn into chickens. Martha thought it was so cute, and so she replied back this. As me sure you feed and water them daily and keep the heat is as no BK in is as end when you can finally come back to NYC, who is going to care for them. She then replies back to her own response, what a mess, I have been drinking. That is some baller status right there. Anyone else would have to go out on a 13-day apologizing tour for drinking while texting. Martha goes to prison for not snitching, having a Snoop Dogg show, and also doing whatever the fuck she wants. And why not, Martha? You deserve it. This week, I'm looking at indie comic Hardbody #1. A very fun, entertaining first issue about an evil scientist type named Dr. VJ. Looks like Danny DeVito and Gollum had a baby. Jealous of the hardened gym types and horrified for having a gut, just like mine, VJ decides the best way to obtain the body of his dreams is to tear bodybuilders apart and build his own Frankenstein muscle body. Then it's off to kill any bodybuilder who stands in his way. Okay, that's not really central to the plot, but it's fun to see VJ's plot to obtain a better body come to fruition, which is what he finally achieves with his serial-killing, muscle-stealing. It's a well-written comic by Fred Schwartz with Savvy Lim and Victor Moya's pencils being a great look to the book. Colorist Martin Tenya's colors really pop off the page, and he may be the standout for this entire issue. For those who love or loathe the gym, this comic is probably for you. Hardbody 1 is a really great read and gets a very solid A from yesterday's Entertainment Tomorrow. Find more about this comic via the links in the description below. And that's it for this episode of yesterday's Entertainment Tomorrow. Please check out our newest yet podcast focusing on the lost View Askew film Big Helium Dog, with actors Matt Kovchinsky and Vincent Pereira and writer-director Brian Lynch. From New York, Nick, Jessica Stanley, that bitch Carole Baskin, and myself, good night and have a pleasant tomorrow. Yesterday.
Wow, that guy's stupid.
And the home version.
Catch it with your face.